Holy crap, it's 2022 setup time already? Wow. Hey guys, Julia here. Welcome back to another video, and I'm setting up a new year in my same old journal. Now I know lots of people like to start a new year in a new journal, whether the journal is full or not, and I'm all for that, seriously. Do what makes you happy. For me personally, I like to fill every page, just about every page in my journal before moving on to a new one. I don't know, it's just like super satisfying to flip through once it's all like complete. So that's what I'm doing today. And I'm just sort of taking a rough guesstimate that I'll have enough pages to fit both January and February 2022 in here. So for the migration process this time around, I went back through the beginning pages of the journal and wrote down which spreads were time sensitive and actually needed new months added, like the future log, or spreads that were just full and needed a refresh, like my travel diary and Logofolio. And then there are the yearly spreads, like my when did I last spread or my measurement spread, that don't necessarily need to migrate up because I can just flip back to those and use them as is. Once I know which spreads I'm moving, I like to draw little thumbnails of the spreads to figure out the order of everything. Then once I figure out a color and visual theme, I'm ready to set it all up. So getting right into it, I'm starting this setup with a quote page and a cover page to signal the start of the new year, much like I would with a new month. The quote is, "I trust the next chapter because I know the author," and I'm using a variety of lettering styles, emphasizing next chapter and author with larger letters. I just thought this was a lovely quote for going into a new year and just sort of forging my own path here. As far as colors, I'm using like a pale dusty pink paired with a dark green, and I just sort of picked these on a whim. I think when I move into my next journal in a few months, I'll keep this overall look, but maybe change up the color scheme to match the journal cover. But for the word author, I'm working with serif lettering. I think I used the font Acta Display as the inspiration here, and I just like the little swoops, like the little curves at the bottom of the letters. But as you can see here, I'm just outlining the different letter forms before going back and filling those in. For the accent doodles, I'm just using a Tombow and doing blobs of color and very simple twiggy, like leaf-like stick figure-esque floral somethings to fill in the space. I know I give myself a hard time constantly using sparkles as accents, so this time around, to change things up a bit, I'm using actual 5-pointed stars and X's and O's as that little space filler sparkle element. And of course, I gotta have some washi tape to match. For the cover page, I'm just doing a little start demo button since I know I'll finish this journal out with only a couple of months in, and so this is kind of like a 2022 trial period in here. I think it'll be fun to fully flesh out this page with a big 2022 or something like that once I move into the new journal in March. But yeah, just matching everything up with the opposite page, but keeping these doodles contained to the center of the page and a bit smaller so it's not too overwhelming when looking at the entire spread. After I have my washi tape in here, the cover spread is all set. All right, the next section I'm working on is 2022 photos. This is where I'll just print out a Polaroid for the month and pop it in as a memory keeping space. This is one of my favorite beginning spreads just to look back on. So even if it's only 2 photos here, I had to include a spot for it. Once I have the header in, I just drew in 2 placeholder Polaroids that the actual photos will sit on once these months pass. The section under photos is where I'll put in new focuses for 2022. I decided to keep the same 4 categories as last year: work, art, health, and social relationships, but I'll just be putting some new specifics in each one. I honestly hesitate to call them goals because I think for me, that just adds like this weight to them that I personally don't enjoy. But I think just keeping these things in mind throughout the year and checking in on them each month is sort of where I find it to be like not stressful. Like they're not necessarily goals, but they're focuses. I don't know. It's probably all semantics here, but yeah. Hopping back in to finish off the photo section, I learned my lesson here and I'm using gouache to color this in. If you want to see a train wreck of a photo spread happen, check out my 2021 setup. But we're not about the drama this year, so I just mixed up some dark green and some burnt umber for the middle sections here. While that dries, I'm going to go ahead and start on my mini future log, and this one is a must-have for me to have a broad view of the months ahead. To speed this section up, I'm going to be using my 2022 mini calendar stickers, and you can find these in my Etsy shop linked below. They are great for spreads like this or for habit trackers or really any type of monthly tracking. But I'm running my future log just for 4 months along the side to get me started off, and then any dates that come up after April, I'll just stick in this right other dates column so I know to migrate those over once I switch journals and have a more full future log. But back to the photo section to finish this off, I'm pulling up the washi tape and just writing in the corresponding months with honestly one of my favorite gold paint pens. It's just a boss. Side note, I will link supplies down in the description. But yeah, that's this jam-packed photos, focus, and future log spread. Believe it or not, this is the last spread that I'm setting up for the start of 2022. And it's a little all over the place as far as the order I decided to set it up. So I'm starting it off with this header in the middle of the page for some reason. This area is my Logofolio, basically where I'll be keeping track of any completed logos during the beginning of the year. If you didn't know, my partner and I have our own design business, and logos and branding is sort of our bread and butter, and I just like to look back on these types of projects. Up top will be a travel diary, and I really enjoyed having this last year, so I thought it would be fun to move over. For this, I just jot down places we traveled to, the dates, and why we're there. And then on the left side, I do a little doodle of the country flag or state flag, just because I love flags and flag design, so that's always just fun for me to do there. And then get this, totally unrelated, along the bottom is a period tracker. I included March here mostly for symmetry, but if this journal happens to run into March, I'll have that one here as well. I'm drawing a little menstrual cup in the middle of the header, and I never thought I would say this, but the cup is kind of cute as a little header doodle. But yeah, I am using the mini calendar stickers again here for the trackers. Also got those accents I've been using throughout, so all the beginning spreads go together, even though every section is so different. This last page I've kind of left open because things just come up and they may not have a place. So I didn't want this section to be super rigid. So this top half will be for places to check out, and this could be travel recommendations or restaurants or shops or whatever. The bottom section is just for like straight up ideas, and I mean ideas about anything. Video ideas, art, shower thoughts, stickers, literally just anything. And I think having somewhat of a structured but dumpy page will be nice to have, especially at the beginning of the year when there's just so much of this aura of new possibility and inspiration in the air. But yeah, I'm filling in the rest of this page with blobs and the accents, and that is gonna do it for this mini 2022 setup, which is bananas, nuts, crazy. So let's just take a quick look and flip through the spreads we've set up today. I'm excited about this somewhat fresh start, even though I'm in the same journal. Hope you enjoyed the video as well. Thank you a ton for watching. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, ring the bell so you don't miss all the planning goodness for the new year, and I'll catch you all in the next one. And if you like this video, here are a couple more I think you would enjoy.